The wait is over. The Tigers finally having their dancing shoes back on, back in the NCAA tournament, back in the dance for the first time since 2014. Hello and welcome to our Tigers NCAA special, Back in the Dance. I'm News Channel 3's Mike Sadie. It'll be Memphis and Boise State tomorrow, 12:45 from Portland's Moda Center in an 8-9 game from the West region between two teams that have played each other last year's postseason. Tigers won that one on their way to an NIT title. The stakes, though, much higher this time around. Let's take you across our great country, almost 1,900 miles to the Pacific Northwest, Portland, Oregon, where News Channel 3's Samaria Terry has been racking up those frequent flyer miles from Fort Worth to live in Portland. Samaria, are the Tigers in a better mood from the last time you saw them after that AAC title game loss on Sunday?
Yeah, Mike, the Tigers look refreshed. They look pumped, ready to go, excited to be here in Portland. Of course, that's a complete 180 from when we saw this team during that NCAA tournament watch party in Fort Worth. And, you know, looking back on it, I can see why they were so somber in that moment. They lost to Houston. That was a team they thought that they could win. That was a game they thought that they could win. But now it's time to shake that off. They're moving on, like you said, to Boise State. This is a team that is older, experienced, which means they have a better understanding of the game. Of course, the Tigers, like you said, beat the Broncos last year in the NIT. They have some key returners from last season, just like Memphis. But Boise State has had a lot of success this season, playing very well in close games. They won the Mountain West Conference regular season and tournament titles. So they're coming to Portland as winners.
Toughness and chemistry. You know, I think they believe in one another. They have a great system. They run it like a well-oiled machine. And their toughness, I think they get gritty when it gets down, you know, to the last parts of the game. They don't give up anything easy on defense, and then they create plays for each other on offense.
They're pretty much the same team. They play very well. They well coached. They poised. They run their stuff right. It's just going to be a real good matchup. And, you know, with the success they had, you know, this year, we just got to come in locked in and just ready to play.
They run their plays. They seem like they play together. They got a great chemistry, it looks like, on film, and like they had a lot of success this year. So like obviously I wasn't there last year, but seeing them this year, seeing the type of team they are this year, it looked like they're a well-coached team, and they know what they're doing.
On the other hand, Boise State knows they're preparing to face a talented Tigers team and is going to have to find a way to limit AAC Freshman of the Year Jalen Duren, a key asset to this team. Of course, the U of M didn't have last year.
I mean, they have a lottery pick in Jalen Duren, who's, you know, a lot to handle on the glass, so adding him is, you know, huge. And then, you know, they have a lot of, you know, big athletic wings who got a lot better, so it's going to be definitely a battle.
And you look at the way he's playing. I mean, his last month has been amazing. He certainly doesn't physically look like a freshman, but now his game, you know, doesn't resemble anything close to any freshman, you know, at this time of year.
We've been watching them for a little while now, a couple days, and they're a really talented team. They're a really talented team, very athletic, play a different style of basketball, and, you know, you got to come to play against Memphis.
So this is going to be a hard-fought matchup. ALO telling us earlier today they're going to leave everything on the floor tomorrow. Mike?
Thanks, Samaria. Safe to say the selection committee has made things tough on the Tigers, not just to get out of Portland, but to make it all the way to New Orleans for the Final Four. Now, this is a look at the Tigers' road to a championship if all the better teams win along the way. Of course, starting with that 8-9 game tomorrow against the Broncos. Win that one, and the Tigers not only get #1 Gonzaga, but the Zags are the #1 overall seed in this year's tournament. But staying positive, Tigers upset Gonzaga. That would match them up with Arkansas in the Sweet 16. And no Tiger fan will forget the last time the Tigers and Hogs met in the Sweet 16 in Kansas City back in 1995. Okay, bad memory, so we're moving on. Payback against the Hogs and then take on second-seeded Duke in the Elite Eight. Win there, you head to the Big Easy, where a couple of #1 seeds await. First, the defending champion Baylor Bears with the Arizona Wildcats, the last team standing between the Tigers and the U of M's first national title. We can dream, right? The road to a natty consists of 3 #1 seeds, a 2 and a 4, and then a 9. Told you it was going to be tough. The Tigers have played in this 8-9 game 3 times, winning twice, including in their last trip to the dance. Do Do you remember 2014? Josh Pastner and the Tigers seeded 8th in the East Regional and opening with a win over George Washington, 71-66. Michael Dixon coming off the bench to score 19 points, including 4 free throws in the final 10 seconds to hold off the Colonials and set up a showdown with top-seeded Virginia. That one didn't end well. The Cavaliers would lead by as many as 27 points, cruising to the easy 78-60 win despite 15 from true freshman Austin Nichols. 2 years later, Nichols would transfer to Virginia but play only 1 game. When we come back on Back in the Dance, he has been a dominating force for the Tigers all season. Too bad his Tiger career is almost over before it started. We talk the dominating Jalen Duren when we return. Welcome back to our Tigers NCAA special, Back in the Dance, where prize freshman Jalen Duren has more than delivered in this, what is likely to be his one and only season in the blue and gray. Duren, a likely lottery pick in this summer's NBA draft, is the leading man on a Tiger team that's rolling into Portland. So let's head back to the Great Northwest and rejoin Samaria Terry with more on the Tigers' dominant big man. Samaria.
Yeah, Mike, it was so funny. When we were in Fort Worth for the AAC tournament, we had beat writers covering other schools that just constantly wowed over Jalen Duren. And we're like, we're used to Jalen, right? But it has been amazing to see the impact that he's had on this Tigers team at just 18 years old. Of course, the Tigers did have that low point in the season, but that didn't stunt Jalen's growth. It actually made him an even better ball player. Take a look.
I always shoot to be the best. Nothing less.
It's just that simple for Tigers center Jalen Duren, one of the top-ranked recruits of the class of 2021 who forgoed his senior season of high school to play for the Tigers, was named AAC Freshman of the Year. but his road to that prestigious award didn't come easy.
From beginning to end, I'd probably say just a lot of different emotions. Early on, trying to come in and just figure out what my mark would be on this program and just figure out what I can do to help the program.
It's safe to say Duren has found his place on this team, dominating all season, even going to Fort Worth last week and etching his name in the history books, pulling down an AAC tournament record 20 rebounds in a win over UCF.
JD reclassing up and coming into the team, and then it's not going as well early. He could have folded and said, you know, I'm just not going to go as hard, but he's gotten better and better every week. So getting 21 rebounds and 20 points to me is just saying he's just getting better every game. So that just shows to his greatness.
Jaden is a guy, he came in with the right mentality. He wanted to win. I learned a lot about him this year. You know, he wanted to do anything it takes to win. You know, even if he's having a great game, you know, and somebody else playing good, he'll let them rock out.
It's bigger than basketball. The relationship we built we got very close over these last couple of months. And you know, on the court, the trust also just leaving my body on the line, leaving everything on the line. We got that in common. So just to let that mesh in together with both of us, it just shows a lot of trust that we got.
Not only has Duren gained the trust of his Tigers teammates in a short period of time, he's adapted well to that grit and grind culture of Memphis.
I mean, that's just who I am, honestly. Of course, that's the type of culture Memphis already had, and that's why I feel like I fit into this program perfectly because of the type of mentality I bring. I mean, Coach Hardaway brings a non-losing mentality. He always wants to win. Alo, Ty, like we just all want to win and do anything to win. So I feel like that being my mindset coming in, it was just a perfect fit.
And if Duren had the opportunity to go back to his signing day last year, he would choose Memphis all over again.
I mean, it's just such a learning experience. I feel like I learned so much here, like on and off the court, with the coaching staff and with my older teammates and just the guys that surround the program. I mean, it's just been a great experience learning-wise for my game and just the growth in me. Of course, I'm going to try to do anything I can to bring this team and this program, this city, an NCAA championship. I mean, I feel like it'd be something amazing.
And I'm sure Tigers fans are ecstatic that Jalen found his role and his mark on this Tigers team. Mike.
Thanks, Amoria. Now we go inside the numbers to show you just how dominant Duren has been this season as he leads the Tigers in so many different categories, including points and rebounds, and is one of the top shot blockers in the country at over 2 a game. DeAndre Williams, if he can stay healthy and out of foul trouble, is not only the Tigers' emotional leader, he can do a little bit of everything, averaging almost 11 points and 6 rebounds a game while shooting 55% from the field. Lester Quinones is the third Tiger averaging in double digits, scoring 10 points a night while also playing the most minutes on the team at 27. He's also the Tigers' best lockdown defender. When Landers Nolley gets hot, look out. Nolley heads into the tournament averaging just a tick under 10 a game while pulling down 4 boards and dishing out almost 3 assists a game. Also a great free throw shooter. The Tigers' top assist man, that's easy. It's Alex Lomax. He's the front man of an offense that is really playing well. Alo averaging 4 assists a game. With the other Memphian, the first one off the bench, Tyler Harris, he's the shooter. 9 points a game, mainly coming from behind the three-point line as he leads the Tigers by shooting over 40% from 3. Also a valuable reserve, all AAC freshman Josh Minot, who along with Quinones and Harris are the only 3 players to play in all 31 games this year. Minot averaging almost 7 points and 4 rebounds a contest. And then there's Amani Bates, who's made the trip with the Tigers. But Penny Hardaway says he doesn't know if he'll play tomorrow. When we come back, the 1 minute in January that might have saved the Tigers season when head coach Penny Hardaway was the talk of college basketball. When Back in the Dance returns.
we don't have our full roster. Y'all know we don't have our full roster. Stop asking me stupid questions about if I feel like I can do something. If I had my roster like they did, then I feel like I can do whatever I want to do. I'm coaching really hard. My boys are playing really hard. I'm not embarrassed about nothing. We have 4 freshmen starting. Y'all need to act like it. Act like we got 17 to 18 and 19-year-olds out here trying to learn how to play against 22, 23, and 24-year-old guys. Come on, man. Stop disrespecting me, bro. Like, don't do that. I work too hard. I work way too hard for that.
Whew. If you're looking for that moment, the moment that changed this Tiger season, it was January 20th when Penny Hardaway delivered that tirade after the Tigers lost to SMU. An out-of-character outburst that went viral around the country, putting Penny in the crosshairs. But Hardaway took it, apologized for the cursing, and since then the Tigers have gone 12-2. Those comments galvanized this Tiger program. This, Penny's reaction now, 55 days later.
I didn't think that it would take off the way that it did. How crazy am I? I didn't think that it was going to go viral. And when it went viral, I was like, oh, wow, okay. It took me back to, understanding how this really works. But no, I didn't know it was going to go viral. But I was really just kind of taking up for my team. And I felt like I was taking up for my boys and fighting for the positioning to get to this point, to where we are right now. The team actually took it as coaches fighting for us, time for us to do what we need to do, and we turn the corner.
Landing them in Portland to take on Boise State, where Hardaway and Chandler Lawson are the only members of this Tigers program to have played in an NCAA tournament game. Played. One other Tiger knows what it's like to make it to the NCAA tournament. Back to Portland. And Samaria has more on Landers Nolley and the family business of basketball. Samaria.
Yeah, Mike, like you just said, other than Chandler Lawson, Landers Nolley is the only other player that has that NCAA tournament experience. Back in 2019, he was a redshirt at Virginia Tech when they made it all the way to the Sweet 16. Now, he transferred to Memphis a year later, and now he's back. Here's my story on the special people that have motivated him to be great.
Growing up in a basketball family, it was instilled in Tigers guard Landers Nolley II that nothing is given, everything is earned.
We have a court in the yard, so it started from there. And before the court, we had a goal on the curb, and we used to play all the neighbors' kids. Yeah. And he always played up. So he didn't play with his age group. He was always played up. He was the smallest one on the court, so he always had to work for everything. Nothing was given to him.
Growing up in a basketball family where, like, all of us played basketball, my mom, my dad, and my little sister, and my older sister, it made me a competitor because, like, I started playing basketball because of them, like watching highlights of my dad, like defense of my mom, and my little sister trying to play because I play. It just make you an ultimate competitor because when you go home, you got to still compete with them after practice.
Nolley got most of his skill set from his father, also named Landers Nolley, who played collegiately at LSU. But when he falls short on the fundamentals like free throws, his mother, Charisma, is the first person that comes to his mind.
I think I missed a free throw today, so I know she's going to talk about it as soon as I see her. But it's about balance. Like, I got skill from my dad. That's mainly who I trained with growing up. But my mom was definitely always out there. Like, my little sister was out there watching. So growing up with them, it was just who I am. It made me who I am today.
Once Nolley arrived at Memphis at the beginning of last season, Charisma Nolley moved in with him.
Like, she make food for me. Like, I help her. I mean, like, she up here for me, strictly for me to stay focused and stay on the mission. That's her task.
And Nolley has been focused this season. He's averaging 10.2 points and nearly 4 rebounds a game, coming up clutch in the Tigers' win at Houston, which put an end to the Cougars' 37-game home court winning streak.
He's a basketball player, and I want him to be happy. When he's happy, he plays at a high level, and that's where I want him to stay, showing him the utmost respect and confidence in his game to let him go out there and play the way that he wants to play within the system. And we're getting him shots, and he's knocking down shots for us.
I was just waiting on the moment. That's all. It's always been there. We just waiting. It's always been there.
Nolley knows his family will always be there at the games, cheering and sometimes coaching from the stands.
No, he should listen to Penny. But when he's not listening to Penny, he on my end of the court, he should listen to me.
And as a person that's been close to this Tigers team all season, Charisma Nolley believes the U of M can make a run in the postseason.
The challenge is that they always up for a challenge. The team is together, they playing well, they gelling. They can win this thing.
Now, Nolly was limited today in practice. He had on a knee brace. He didn't do team drills, but he is expected to play as normal tomorrow. Okay, so we're going to wrap up our special coming up after the break.
Welcome to Back in the Dance. Over the last half hour, we've heard from the team, the coaches. We know Tiger fans are pumped. And now, one last group excited to see the Tigers back in the dance. Former Tiger players.
It brings a lot of nostalgia, and a lot of excitement back to the city. We need it. There's so many things going in this city right now, and I think the Tigers going to the tournament is just another cherry on top, along obviously with all the noise the Grizz are making and just so many things happening in the city. The Tigers getting back to where they belong is just amazing.
I had a lot of confidence in this team. Just knew them guys had to get on the same page. Once everybody get on the same page, it's hard to beat this team. Like they got a lot of talent on that team. The roster, man, all those guys are playing good at the right time. And man, Penny told them guys, told the media, hey, when I got my full team, we'll go against anybody. And that's what it is.
I don't think anybody wants to play Memphis now, do they?
Nah, not at all.
It is going to be a good one. So we're going to wrap this up by letting you know it's Tigers and Boise State, 12:45 tomorrow. The Tigers, they've won a game in each of their last 2 appearances in the NCAA tournament, hoping they make it 3 with Gonzaga waiting in the wings on Saturday. And I hope you enjoyed with everyone involved in tonight's show. For Samaria Terry, I'm Mike Sadie. Good night and go Tigers.